I don't know why. Why this is only taping for so long. We're gonna keep going. This is gonna be part 2. But as we continue to create and elevate, okay? We're continuing to create and elevate. As we focus on source energy and the love that's there within the present moment in any given time. And we're not going to focus on our fears. We're not going to focus on our worries. We're not going to focus on all that. We're going to shift it. We're aware of it. We're aware that it's there, but we're going to understand that where we put our focus, our awareness is where we're putting on our energy, and that's where we're growing. So yes, this exists here, but we're going to move out of this container and we're going to create in a new container. And this, you know, this sacred container over here. And we're going to create a new. We're going to create an elevation. And we're being put under pressure to do so. The desert with the womb. So look, we are in a rebirth. You can see these cards are speaking to one another. Let's see the energy on the bottom of the deck. The Poet. So look, we are literally going to use our journey to create our greatest work. That's what this card, the main message is. So let's just see. We have the desert. Okay, so here, the drought, the wasteland, the badlands, the desert leaves us disoriented, desperate for direction, gasping for meaning, longing for solid ground. For endless miles, we are confronted with a lack of clarity and existential dread. We are thirsty, hungry, pleading with life to get back to normal, to become animated by the simple pleasantries of the day-to-day life. The desert offers no such comfort, and all must pass through it. If you can embrace the discomfort of the desert, knowing you will someday reach water again, you can tap into the potent energy of the landscape. The lights are blindingly bright, and its darks terrifyingly deep, which makes for unbridled creativity and clairvoyant visions. Truths reside in the desert that are otherwise will remain hidden. The crows, the shadows, and the coyotes call, surround you. Let the winds and sands work their deep magic, weary traveler. So we're literally being shown something that we need to see, and it is connected to the womb that we are about to create in. Well, let's just get there. Oh, here it is. Here it is. We're getting there. Okay, the womb. The nest, the belly, the origin. Everything has an origin story. The womb archetype asks us to contemplate the beginning beyond beginning, the mother beyond the mother. In a world that often negates the power and necessity of feminine principles, this card returns us to the warmth, the tenderness, and the sacred intelligence from which we came. It is a card of receiving, not achieving, of accepting love from the mother of all of us. She is the life-giving force that forgives and cherishes even the most wounded and desperate soul. No matter how lost you are, the womb awaits your return to help you heal and grow. Here to keep things simple, to return, to be reborn in the name of love. The womb is everywhere. It is beyond gender, beyond time. We are within it, and it is within us. So there it is. We're coming back home to the feminine, to her warmth and tenderness, her intelligence of where we came to be reborn. And thus healing the toxic feminine at a whole new level for the collective to repair our relationships. This is lit. This is lit. All right, one more card. One more card. Something that's hidden is coming to light. So we're going to get all the cards back into the deck. We have the Wild Unknown Tarot. So something that's hidden within this desert that we're about to have a rebirth and create with. And remember, we can only find it in this desert landscape. This is something we had to go to this space and place because this is where we had access to this information. But it's part of our fulfillment and understanding here. It's allowing us to connect to higher wisdom. It's allowing us to connect to our higher self in a different way. It's allowing us to have a higher expansion in consciousness that we wouldn't have had if we didn't have this experience. So there's also a forgiveness that's being honored here in this reconnection to self, through self, with self. It's so divine. It's going to allow us to clear trauma at a whole new level. Something that's hidden is coming to light. I'm telling you, it has to do with the sun. It has to do with the elevation from pleasure into happiness by maturing pleasure into happiness. Through healing with our energy centers. Through healing with our energy centers. So look at that. A portal's being opened up with the Mother of Earth. A literal portal. We've activated the Three of Wands. Envisioning the future. The Three of Wands indicates you've had continued support from others, perhaps from your parents or two good friends. With their help, you've formed a sense of self, of your values and morals. But now it's time to rely on yourself for guidance. Clarify your goals and cast others' needs and opinions aside. The future is infinite and so is yours. No one else can see through its layers of light and shadow. So where we're about to go, only we can see. Only we can see. Only we can see. What is this connected to? What is this connected to? All right, there it is. It has to do with the path that's being created. It's a path, it's an elevated path of healing. And it's within the mind. It's literally something that's hidden within the mind is coming to light. And it's going to bring a brand new beginning. Remember, something's being created in the womb. And here's Temperance. And look, there's the stork. And it has to do with healing. And this healing has to do with confusion. We're healing confusion within the mind. This is why we're being called to meditate. What's it connected to? It's because it's not a thought anymore. It's an action, and it's an action of reconnection to self through the heart. It's like how we have to stop looking without. It's a thing we are going to look within and go through. What is this connected to? Okay. It is. Look at that. So it's a reconnection to our truth, and it's beautiful. Do you see the Merkaba right here into fulfillment as we connect to the all? Well, now look at that. That's literally what's happening here. Healing on all levels of being as we speak our truths, our authenticity.